Hi, and thanks for joining us for our video kit release for our Gnome Honey Bee Collection. You are gonna love this. This is so fun, so fresh, and so summer. Obviously being released here in June of 2022. This is the time for it. This is really what we're experiencing and what we're heading into. And you're gonna love how it just comes across as so much fun and so much lightheartedness. It just really wants you to make something with it. It really draws you in. But before we move on, here is our bundled collection, which includes all 5 coordinated products for those of you that are new to us. That is our FQB, our Gnome Honey Bee 2 paper pack, our Gnome Alpha, our Gnome Solids paper pack, and also our Gnome Honey Bee Lil Bits, which is an additional elements pack. None of these have duplicates in them, so don't be thinking that you're getting additional things that are duplicates. You're getting additional content, so they're well worth doing if you're going to be making lots of things with them. As well, you do save, the list price saves you 20% versus purchasing each item individually. So definitely worth the look before you make your final purchase. Inside, here's what we're offering you. So you can see with the arrows, and you can see with the start of some of the papers that you're going to be coming up to. But here are the bees. There they are. Cute little bees flying in different little formations. There's the hive hanging from a branch. There they are buzzing around. And there are the background papers, the main background papers. You're going to love how fun these are. You know, whenever you see one of those kits that has a lot of life in it and a lot of whimsy to it, it really makes you, like, you can see yourself almost sitting at your computer and having a little smile. Your heart gets a little lighter. You know, it's just awesome. It really makes you feel good. And to create with it, you're passing along that. Whether that's mini albums and layouts, so you have capturing your memories, whether that is of your kids or of yourselves, out on a picnic or an excursion or any of that kind of outdoor stuff, or whether that's a card, be it for a best friend, be it for a birthday, be it for whatever, this celebrates it. And you're going to see Mary Fran has made lots of labels, lots of tags that are already pre-done for you. That'll give you those sentiments, give you those great phrases with, a little bit of a turn of phrase that she can do so well. All that is included in here. So it's going to be very, very easy for you to create with this collection. As you can see, there's a lot of background papers, tons of options in here for you. Sorry, that one just kind of flashed on us there. And then into the elements, great Brad elements, aren't they? Don't know why those are flashing like that as large then small. That's a glitch on my computer here. So Windows has done an update, and obviously not a very good one. But these are the buttons. Again, look at the centers of them. Aren't those just fantastic? They just look awesome. Again, so full of life, so easily usable. The flowers. So you do get flower clusters in here because obviously we want you to be able to build little scenes with it, build different things with it. We have no idea what your creativity sees in it, so we want to give you lots of options. Great frames that are nice and plain. This is going to allow you, imagine attaching a little bee in the bottom corner down here, maybe putting one of the phrase labels on the bottom. You can really dress these up however you see fit and whatever you want to put in them. Film strip. I'm going to show you how Mary Fran chose to use that in her layout at the end. Great piece in order to utilize, whether you're making cards or layouts. That is a great item to have. Here are the gnomes. The guys that are stealing the show. You're the bee's knees. You see them with their antenna, the bee colors. So cute. Like, gnomes are cute to begin with. Now you put them in this sort of format. Look at how awesome that is with his honey dripper there. Just such a great thing. There's the honey pot. There it is with the honey dripper as well. And honeycomb clusters. Mary Fran had a great idea with these and came up with, hey, why not have honeycomb clusters similar to what you would use a floral cluster with? And you're going to see how I chose to use these in my card idea at the end. I'll show you exactly those just to give you a little inspiration or whatever. Give you an idea of how to utilize those items. These, again, individuals as well as clusters, so you can build whatever you want. Journal mats, again, really well done, really pre-made for you. You could use this journal mat as a card front if you wanted. Put a sentiment in here, whether that's a happy birthday or, be my best friend, whatever it is. Same thing with these. But you can also use these so well in your layouts and in your mini albums because they're great pullouts. That allows people to journal on them. That allows people to add photos to them, whatever it is that you want, whatever you see. Great labels. I use this particular one in my card idea. You're going to see it take shape when I show you that at the end here. But fantastically done as always. Welcome to our hive. So when you're going through and you're going to create and you've got that, oh man, I love this kit, I want to create with it. Take some time to go through each of these labels. I used mine as a starting point. It got me thinking about what I wanted my card to say, what I wanted it to be about. And then I worked backwards from it. I added those items first, just to my, kind of my working page on my computer. And then I could build around it because it gave me colors, it gave me the feel, it gave me the theme of what I was doing. Same thing with these phrase tags that we're just scrolling by here. Blank ones, fully done ones for you. Obviously, we know that English is not everyone's primary language. We want to have everyone covered here, as well as maybe Mary Fran didn't hit the exact sentiment you wanted to say. But again, when you're looking at those things, you're seeing, oh, hey, I love that label and I wanted to say this. Again, it allows you to kind of build backwards. Here's a sentiment, a digital sentiment stamp, so sweet like honey. Again, for those of you that don't know how to use these or haven't tried them before, go ahead and try them because these are exactly like polymer stamps. You place this onto your photo, your background paper, onto the frames that I'd shown you earlier. Place those on there before you print it, and then you have, again, it acts just like a polymer stamp, so you know what you're getting with it. Bees knees, it's simply gnome-tastic to be your friend. Again, like I said earlier, the squares and the phrase labels are the place to start. Great tabs. So again, in mini albums and photo albums, those work fabulous, but don't forget about them in a card. There's a lot of pullouts in cards and things like that, and you can attach those to those, which give you such added interest. Lastly are the word strips. Again, Mary Fran has great eye for putting these together and great phrases that are in them. So you get the benefit of already being able to pick one out and just say, yeah, sweet as can possibly be, that's what I wanted to say, that's what I wanted it. Now I can utilize that and go backwards. If not, the blank ones are here. Again, equally as well done. They just don't have the phrase on there that particularly maybe you wanted. So we gave you the blank one so that you can write that on there. So that's everything in just the FQB. In the little bits, again, in our additional elements pack, here we are with more digital stamps. And again, these digital stamps, they are opaque behind this. So there's no color behind these for those of you that haven't tried using them. The Be Happy is all that what you're seeing, that's all that you'll see when you place it onto something. So they're fantastic to use. It allows you that creative option. And in order to be able to place it, you could put that on here, Be Kind. You could place that right on the top to customize and build this yourself and know that you're not getting things in behind it. It's not kind of making a mess, if you will. It's different than using a label because obviously the label has the color behind it and the texture and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I know many of you have used polymer stamps. That is exactly how you use these. And there are so many of them. They're fantastic phrases in order to build on and in order to start with. Great square elements. Look at how fantastic they are. The gnome coming right out of there with his honey pot. Here he is with his bee, with his honey dripper. Just fantastic square items in order to add such interest and character to all of your creations. Our 2 paper pack, you've seen these patterns before, but you've never seen them in these colors. And that's exactly what the 2 paper pack has. It's coordinated papers. You'll only find these papers in these colors in the 2 paper pack. They're not in the FQB, they're not anywhere else. They're only in here. And we know that when you're making things, obviously, you want the exact color, maybe you wanted the buzzwords in black because that's what you wanted to use. We want you to have all those options available to you when you're creating. The solids, they have a faint honeycomb pattern in them, and hopefully you can see that. I can see it quite well in the dark black. There it is in the blue. So again, great. These are your digital cardstock. So they are the color matched perfectly to the kit, and you can utilize them to back your cards, your main elements, your photos, whatever. But don't hesitate to use those as a background paper that you make yourself by adding the digital stamps, by adding in all the other embellishments that you would want in order to create your own customized paper. Lastly is our alpha, And our alpha obviously looks like honeybee. Everybody, you think honeybee, you think black and yellow, don't you? Everything is in here. You get some punctuation. Obviously, you get the lowercase letters here as well. So that way you get to spell out names, dates, phrases, whatever it is that you want to highlight and punctuate in your cards, your mini albums, and your photo albums. We want to give you that option that you have something like that in order to really highlight it and really bring it in as a focal point as to what you're trying to say there. So before I let you go, let's have a quick peek, as I mentioned earlier, at our inspiration thing. So there is my card. And as I mentioned to you earlier, this is farm fresh honey. This is what I started with. This is what I thought, oh, I just love that label. I want to use it. So let me work backwards with respect to using the black and yellow backgrounds as well as the blue, bringing in the blue of the label into it. Also adding in the individual honeycombs so that way I could build them however I wanted. I added in the honey your sweet label as well as the individual bees and the ribbons here. So again, if you're not using the ribbons, there's a great way to use ribbons to add in, because it was a little much with just the blue paper. I wanted to break it up a little bit. That's a great way and an ideal way to use the ribbons in the kit. Here is Mary Fran's layout, and there is that film strip that I was talking about. Now, obviously, she chose to put photos in there. If you're making a card and not photos, you could put those square elements we saw in the little bits in behind each one of these film strip spots. Because the film strip has these cut out already, again, they're opaque behind, you simply slide your photo in behind that when you're layering things. You can do that in Microsoft Word. You can do that in any of the graphics programs where you layer in something in behind. That way when you print it, it all comes out as one and it looks like that. So, folks, that is our Gnome Honey Bee collection. And I hope that you love this as much as we do. It really is a fantastic collection. It has so much whimsy, so much character, and so much fun to create with. Thanks once again, but before you leave, please go down to the bottom right of the screen where you see our Knitwear Collections logo. Click on that to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. That'll let you know anytime new YouTube videos are available from us. As well, give us the like, give us the thumbs up, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you're going to create. Hopefully you'll share your creations in our Knitwear Collections Facebook group, which is called Knitwear Collections Neighborhood. Please feel free to join there because it's a great place it's a great atmosphere there. We all share, we learn from each other, we inspire each other. Just a great group of people in there. So thanks once again, and I hope you enjoy creating with our Gnome Honey Bee collection.